Well, speeding is something most of us see every single day, and chances are plenty of us are even guilty of it. But new research from AAA suggests speeding has become so common that many drivers no longer see it as dangerous behavior. Joining me this morning is Doug Shupe with AAA Texas to talk more about the study. I might be guilty.
Hi,
Doug.
Jen. Well, you're not alone. It seems like a lot of people are finding that they seem like speeding is becoming more commonplace. In fact, 3 in 10 drivers who were surveyed agreed with this statement: no one actually drives the speed limit.
You know, go with the flow is what you hear,
yeah,
right?
and even though most people, they do agree with posted speed limits, they also think that it's okay to go a little bit over that speed limit. And the unfortunate thing about this is if everybody around you is speeding, everybody's going to think that it's okay to do that, and it could make our roads even more dangerous.
So tell us, 5 to 10 miles per hour, just that little bit that you think goes over, why does that really matter?
It does matter because, even, slight increases in speed really limit what you can do to prevent a crash. Say suddenly something comes in front of your vehicle. The faster you're going, the less time, the less distance that you have to lessen the impact of that crash if it's going to be a crash, or avoid it if you possibly can. So
especially when we have bad weather.
Especially with bad weather, yeah. So even small increases in speed, 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, really could, make a bad situation even worse.
So what are you seeing here in Texas when it comes to those crashes?
Yeah, well, the numbers are concerning here in Texas. In fact, in 2024, the latest data available, unsafe speed contributed to about 24,000 crashes across the state, and that included 490 crashes that involved a fatality and more than 1,400 crashes that involved someone being seriously injured. And so, the concern is that more and more people are going to think that it's okay to do this, and we want to see these numbers go down. That's a lot of 490 crashes that resulted in a fatality because of something that we can all prevent. Go the speed limit.
Okay, so I know you've talked to people. What are they saying? Why are they speeding?
Yeah, well, that's another good question. According to our survey, 79% of drivers.
I bet it's like, I want to get somewhere on
well,
time.
Yeah,
I'm running behind.
Yeah, and 79% of drivers said that what would make them slow down is avoiding a speeding ticket. So the financial cost comes into play there. But when it comes to why people are speeding, 31% said it was to get around slower drivers. And then another 25% said they wanted to reach their destination faster. And then 21% said that they didn't want to hold up traffic, meaning other vehicles were coming so fast, they felt like they had that need to speed just to kind of prevent holding up the vehicles behind them.
Yeah, and it's not just the traffic speeding ticket that you pay for, it's like the insurance increase. You think of the domino
costs, right,
effect.
Absolutely, it is. Fines that come with those traffic fees as well.
What should you do if everyone around you is going faster? Do you go up and with the flow traffic, like I stated earlier? Do you?
Our best advice is don't feel that need to keep up with everybody else. In most cases, what AAA recommends is that you stay in the rightmost lane, and then when practical, just maintain your speed as you go along. Increase your following distance between other vehicles, and let vehicles that are trying to get behind or past you, let them go around you. By staying on the right-hand side, they can safely maneuver around you.
Yeah, get out
but
of
that's
that
the
fast
best
lane.
thing. Yeah, don't stay in the fast lane. Go ahead and stay in the right lane, and just give yourself extra time. Always build in an extra 15, 20 minutes to get to your destination. That way you won't be late, and then you won't feel that need to hit that gas pedal even more when you're behind the wheel.
So finally, the research also asked drivers what would actually make them slow down. And so you said the ticketing is
Ticketing is the big one. Yeah, I mean, when you look at that, 79% said avoiding a ticket would be what would make them slow down. And then another 72% said avoiding a crash would be a motivation for them to slow down. But really the message that we want all folks to take away is don't wait for a police officer to remind you about how dangerous speeding is. Take it upon yourself lay off that gas pedal a little bit so that, we can all get to our destination safely.
Okay, Doug. Well, thank you for being in.
Anytime.